Good evening, my friends. It's Friday evening and video is for Saturday morning for the 4th of May. All the best to all of you. And I have really nice message that Janet and Tom Borg sent to my channel and for you guys. Another 48 readings. They pay for 48 readings. I'm so amazed, and please send your blessings to them, your prayers, because Tom had some cancer behind the ear. I don't know which one, but they removed, but we have to pray. So there is nothing else coming their ways. And all the best wishes to them. On Thursday, May 9, I will have a collaboration with Linda G. Comanche, so it will be on her channel. So that's the announcements. So altogether, there will be 62 more readings, because I still own 14 from the pile that they donated recently this year, and more for the next year, for 62 or more. Excuse me. Season, not the best season of the year for allergies. So on this video I will be talking about Clarence Thomas' health, Hicks' testimony, a doorman who was, getting $30,000 from a choir. I don't know if he got or he was asking for it. But that Putin has something on Barr. Ya-Yoo has how the protests all over the world will affect him, is the T1 who is dictating to the lawyers what to say. Is wise that King Charles go back to work. Did Mike Flynn receive target letters with 8 indictments and how that affects him? Is the coincident that 2 whistleblowers lost their lives, the Boeing whistleblowers? Do you see hurricane in Florida? Any activities that might sabotage people in France? I don't want to use the word on T. So I'm answering questions from comment section, but if you would like to participate with the free drawing for reading, half an hour reading donated by Janet and Tom Brooks, please write your comments under the video, and as well, if you can ask questions, that will be even better, because then Cheryl will ask those questions on Monday when we will have live stream. And from those comments I will be choosing Monday at 11 Mountain Time one of you to be the winner. Carol Timmons, can you tell us about Clarence Thomas and his health? Will he be investigated? He is already investigated. And I see his health being stolen like the doctor's back, and the thief is running away. So his health is yucky. And he will be worried about his health. But the investigation doesn't help with the stress, and the more stress anyone has, the more illnesses. So we have to be prepared for something like that with him. And I answered those questions before. I was closing my eyes and I was writing the answers. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The death card means that there will be some big change. He will be on vacation maybe that time, and the Ten of Swords. Something might happen when he's not expecting. Well, I'm not going to say anything more. I don't like to predict anyone's, that kind of disaster, because I'm not a god. I'm not going to say who will live, who will die. Even if people are asking me, I never will answer that. But something will be dramatic with his health. Did Hope Hicks, Cheryl asked me, did Hope Hicks' testimony influence the jury towards the prosecution or defense? And she was very good witness for the prosecution. She was honest. She was even crying because she was, a long time ago, I said that she will say the truth. She wouldn't be lying. Even for Trump, that she admires so much, she wouldn't lie for him, because he chose her to work for him because he knew she's an honest girl. And Michael Cohen, they are saying that he was bad for prosecution because he was who he was, and aggressive, nasty to people and so on. But that's extension of Trump's hand. I will never go against that. I will think, yeah, you choose him. He was working for you for 10 years. Why he was working? He was like a dog. You have the dog who is barking or biting people because you like that kind of dog. So my Cohen was his extended hand. She feels like she doesn't belong there anymore. She even didn't look at Trump. The lovers. And to her, he was the security guy, safe, rich, powerful. She was infatuated with him. They should ask her what was her connection with him, and she will tell them if there was anything more, but they didn't, because she will say the truth, and that might be too much for Melania. So they didn't want to know that. User XV4XS, do you know the little child that the doorman from Trump Tower was talking about? And the lady who worked at the Trump Tower, she was working as a maid in the Trump Tower, who was pregnant by T. I hope he's giving the child support financially and money. And when I closed my eyes, I saw hanger, for hanging clothes. And that's sometimes symbol of abortion. I wouldn't be surprised that even Michael Cohen might know more about this. He might be the one who went after that woman and told her, get rid of it, because Trump doesn't want to have any witnesses, any more kids from anyone else, just the one with the wives. And that's the reason no one could find her. And the doorman is kind of missing in the action. They couldn't find him. And the journalists were looking for him, and they can't find him. So Acquire couldn't do that story. We know about this, but Trump made the decision, and she was probably dismissed to her own country. She was probably from Eastern Europe or South America. I don't think he is into South American women, so he must have been Eastern European. That's his kind of taste. And the woman probably was forced to sign some agreement, and she never said a word. And we don't hear about her. But he wouldn't like to have a child that will be traceable to him. So knowing him, he is going always for his own security more than anyone else's. That's just a psychic, and it's for entertainment only. T-Boss 4461. Can you ask the cards if Putin has something major on Barr? Putin is very powerful. The only choice for Barr is to join him. And I saw Barr fishing for money. So maybe it wasn't so bad for Barr. Maybe he likes that, to be connected to Putin's power and have some money. He likes that he will have power in Putin, dysfunctional family with Trump, but he's sleeping on it quietly, and he thinks, well, if I'm friend with Putin, Trump will not touch me. So and now he is saying that he will be voting for him. Marta KM1. Will the university protesting force the government to put more pressure on BB Ya-Yoo? I have to kind of control what I'm saying. To end the war. Will those young adults protesting cause Biden to lose their support, or will they know better than to vote for Trump? And time is clicking. It's the device for music. I know that word, but I forgot. And it's like holding a bomb, so in the hands, and that might explode. So they have to work on it as soon as possible. They have a time limit to work with, and Biden has to be more in opposition to BB. And 3 cards. Yeah. He can't stay for something that it's not going to look good in the history. The devil. The power. Biden has a power. He has to use it and help to stop the war. So, because otherwise it will be everywhere. And it is right now everywhere. So maybe it's better if he will start demanding more aggressively what he wants from BB. User SZ, safe HG. Are Trump lawyers practicing law, or is it Trump who is actually telling them what to say and what to do? Especially 2 days ago, when his top lawyer was standing behind Trump, and Trump was saying nuisances that he is muzzle, he can't speak, and he can't testify. The judge today cleared up that story, but the lawyer was acting like a teenager, or even younger than teenager. Yeah, he can't testify because, and then, so it is like such a irresponsible. And then when Trump is looking, yes, you are right. Oh gosh, I thought about my husband who was making jokes at school. And the famous one was the boy was standing in front of the teacher, and he has to say some poem that our famous poet wrote, Adam Mickiewicz. And so they gave him a title, Smells Like a Spring. Adam Mickiewicz never wrote that poem, and the poor boy said that one. And then Richard, my husband, and his best friend Richard too, they started laughing. But they were kids. This lawyer is an adult. He's supposed to know what, by the law, the Trump can say what he can't. So you are right. They will have to go different direction, or he might lose his job even. Yeah, big change. They will have to be punished for what they are allowing Trump to say, not what Trump is telling them what to say. It was ridiculous. I have gag orders. I can't say. I can't testify. Yes, you can. And the only thing you can do best is lying, but it's not the truth. Fran is asking, is King Charles wise going back to work? I think he will be fine. I saw a cat, and we know cats is a symbol of 9 lives. So he had 2 times close contact with cancer. He's out of the second cancer, but he has still 7 more lives. I'm just thinking that he wants to do what he wants to do, and if the cat in that situation is a good symbol. Angel of work will be protecting him. He don't want to leave everything to the family, but there are problems in the family, so he knows that Harry is not even going to visit him when he will be in London. Yeah, he wants to be remembered in the books as someone who was working, because he was admiring his wife, his mother. So now he wants to be the good symbol of hard work. Fran, I answered that one. Cheryl, did Mike Flynn receive target letters led up on 8 indictments? Yes, he did receive. He was talking about this, and he feels like crying. He feels vulnerable. So I saw him crying. And he has a bracelet on his leg. That's symbol that he will be under some supervision. He might not be allowed to move as freely as he wants to. I don't see him in jail, but that bracelet is symbol of we will control you, and he is afraid of that. That's the reason probably he is crying. At least this is a symbol. He will have to Knight of Love, symbol of doctor. Yes, he is worried, he is depressed, so he might get some medication for depression. And Magician, he thinks everything will be fine. If Trump is re-elected, he will be again letting him to be free. He will get some immunity again. But if he is not, then he is afraid of his future. And the bracelet on the leg is symbol, we got you. And if it is the army that will be after him, because that's supposed to be the happening, I think, then he is in real trouble. And Cheryl, what is going on with this? Is this coincidence of 2 whistleblowers from Boeing dying, or is something else going on? And the answer is seeing people flying from the windows, like in Russia. So there is less. I'm not saying that they were killed. They might have extreme stress, and that could kill them, or depression, or committing some way suicides. They wanted to be on the other side, sharing with money with others and feeling like they were cheated. They wanted to do a good thing, and they went to the top. They were good workers, and they were dismissed. So by doing some movement around them, it will open new investigations, maybe. Why they were not treated right. And I said a few videos back that in Europe, whistleblowers are heroes. In North America, they are enemies. And it's very hard for them to have any status, to find any job after they will be sacrificing their lives to help others and saying that something is wrong. So that's the way it is. M. Ferlita, do you see any strong hurricanes for Florida this summer? Yes. I see pictures on the wall, beings in disarray, furniture turned upside down. So there will be some places that the hurricanes will hit. And 3 cards. A lot of work for people, rejuvenation, and going to the top. So they will be making new rules, new programs, how to protect for future some places so that will not be flooded or damaged by hurricanes. They are already working on some places, but it's impossible. But that's probably what it is. Marta Cat, do you see any terrorist attack activities in France this summer from what countries? They will be trying, and I see a letter, so it looks like there will be one in advance, and the police will be able to stop. And what countries? There will be wolves, single wolves sometimes, and those are the worst, because if there is organization, then they can find it. But with single wolves, there will be cheaters in the pairs, so they will be thinking that they are doing this for something for love, for peace, for protest, and there will be someone who is controlling this from other country. Wisdom guide. What important events do you foresee for the month of June for Northern America? I see weather-related problems. There will be floods and hurricanes and mudslides. Some places it will be so dry, and others so wet, and fires. Name it, everything, because the hot climate is so devastating for every country, not only Northern America, in Europe as well. That will be a symbol of this summer. It will be so hot that people will not want to wear outfits that will go to the history. And again, a lot of work for people to recover from that. Okay. Trump's Donald Stanfield. Trump has no visible family and few supporters outside the court. Why? And today they were showing, I think on CNN or MSNBC, a lady, she looked like she's on something. Older lady. Well, maybe she looks premature for her age. And she was complete cuckoo, one protester. And then yesterday or 2 days ago there was Eric. Otherwise, he doesn't have any family. And can you imagine how hard it must be for him? He was before in 2016. He was so proud of his family. He was carry them everywhere. They had to be with him. His daughter Ivanka, his wife Melania, everything was so much about him being such a good husband and father. And the boys, he was so proud of them. They are not proud of daddy, and they are not happy to sit there. It is hard for him. And Ivanka said, I'm not coming to the White House. Junior didn't show up yet. Trump is sitting and feeling abandoned. Work. He wants to work, and he wants to do best job because otherwise he feels worthless. And so he is half sleeping on the when he is tested, well, when there is a court going on, and he's saying, I'm not sleeping, I just have my eyes closed and I'm just dreaming about working. Who knows what he is saying, but no one believes him that he is not sleeping. Okay. Granny's advices. Apple cider vinegar, and it is from DD4141. Thank you, DD. Apple cider vinegar will stop legs, foot cramps, and I'm using, my husband has sometimes in the night the cramps, and I run right away to the fridge and grabbing the jar with beets. I have just juice from the previous beets, and I'm running with it to him, and it helps right away. So you can have apple cider. When you are drinking apple cider, make sure you are drinking through the straw, because you will lose your enamel on your tips. So make sure that you are diluting with water. But you can as well use from cucumbers juice, vinegar, and my favorite is beets. And I had once, and it went like magic. And Joanne cooks. I chew crystallized ginger to quiet my stomach after chemotherapy. All the best to you, Jane cooks. And yeah, I don't know where to find that. I will have to look for it on Amazon for crystallized ginger. So those are the two things. And if there will be ever repairing some asphalt around your place, and there will be the tarp giving you tough time to clean it, use the WD-40. GW40 or WD-40, one of the other names, in a spray, and put this on the carpet and it will clean. We have carpet in our store, and a few years ago when they were doing this, they gave me the DW40 to clean it, and it worked. As well, you can put on the powder cement on the tarp so it wouldn't get sticky to people's shoes. That's I experienced those things firsthand, and it's very easy to vacuum the powder, but it's hard to clean the sticky tarp. Paulette Maximum 25. Pray for the displaced all over the world, and for poor kids, for who are suffering the displacement and who are living in the zones that is related to famine and wars and so on. So all the best, all our energy to those people. Alexandra Day 3685. Could you put prayers for Rosemary Morezes? She is very ill with stomach and liver cancer in LA. All our prayers. And Elaine VIZGI is feeling not well. Our best wishes to you. Mary Williamson is asking for prayers for young man who is held on Hamas. He's the one who lost his hand at the first day of the war, and that he will be free. I want everyone to be free. I want the end of that conflict and everyone to be free. All the best to you. Please remember, put your comments under the video so you can be part of the lottery. Bye bye.